And if you're ready, Mayor,
We're ready.
Recording in progress.
I call this meeting to order. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
start off with a roll call. Mayor Lindsay,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Howell,
Here.
Councilor Crane,
Here.
Councilor Humbert,
Here.
Councilor Weeks.
Here.
We have a quorum. We can proceed.
Okay, if I could please get a motion to approve the agenda.
I make a motion to approve the agenda with the deletion of item D.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, moving on to item A. I'd like to open discussion. Approve change order to apply base course on additional roads. Director Epler.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, Council. What I'm proposing today is an extension of the project, labeled RFP 2024-11, where we've contracted with Kite Construction to spread base course to a depth of 6 inches. This equates to about 3 additional miles of road. I've have listed the roads before, the road sections, I should say. All of these areas are areas that are pretty significantly depleted in base course to the point that subgrade material or even bedrock is visible. And I feel we have a good window of opportunity and availability of material and trucks to do these roads. We will be running a fewer number of trucks on these projects than we did on El Camino Real, where we were running as much as, I think our top day was 20 trucks. These areas that we'll be working, it'll just be too congested to run that many trucks. So we're looking at running 6 to 8 trucks on these projects, and would like to get started right away.
I have a question.
Yes,
Would
sir.
you explain testing?
Testing is, we require a compaction test every 200 tons placed.
What are you testing for?
Compaction, to see that the material is compacted to
Okay.
95% maximum dry density.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
And this is a budget, we're transferring, this is not an additional spend, this is, we had savings from the efficiency of the process going on and so forth, and we're just looking to spend the rest of that money in the same manner.
Well, see, the original contract and change order number 1 were covered under other contractual services. And that and what had been encumbered for South Angel Fire Road and Aspen Street left us a little short on other contractual services. So what we've done is we've done a bar from the material line item itself to cover the contractual services for this.
So, Mr. Mayor, it's not an increase in overall budget.
Yes,
It's a movement between line items for roads.
So, and that's just 116,000.
yes.
That's correct.
If there's no other questions or discussion, I would ask Mayor Pro Tem Howell for a motion.
I make a motion to approve change order to apply base course on additional roads.
Second.
Roll call vote on item A. Councilor Crane,
Aye.
Councilor Humbert,
Aye.
Councilor Weeks,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Howell.
Aye.
Pass.
I'm moving on to item B. Discussion approve Owen Curry to the Comprehensive Plan Committee. I'll just start off by saying I think Owen, his involvement has always been productive, and I would love to see him join that committee.
He'll be staying on lodger's tax in addition to?
Yes.
Manager?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, Council, I would like to say that I think it is an excellent strategic move to have the chairman of Lodgers Tax on the comprehensive plan committee. Lodgers Tax is becoming one of our larger sources of revenue. And I think to have the person who's responsible for directing us in the expenditure of that revenue on the comprehensive plan committee makes a lot of sense.
If there's no other questions or discussion, Mayor Pro Tem Howell.
I make a motion to approve adding Owen Curry to the Comprehensive Plan Committee.
Second.
Roll call vote on item B. Mayor Pro Tem Howell,
Aye.
Councilor Crane,
Aye.
Councilor Weeks,
Aye.
Councilor Hubbard,
Aye.
pass.
Alright, finally for tonight, item C. I'd like to open discussion to approve task order 2024-04, Allen Fields. Manager, where are you gonna field this?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, Council. So one of the things that we are looking to do, part of our initiative is some improvements at Allen Fields, which include better parking lot, include lights for the field, and include other things like bathrooms and maybe a concession stand. And this is for the engineering work to be done to design that. And we need that engineering work done before our grants can be really taken serious. I mean, without this engineering work, we probably won't get much in the way of grants to get this developed. So I think it's a worthwhile investment, and once we have it designed, Rocky and Julie can go to town.
Will the intention be to, basically as far as the grant money go, that's how far we will go with the project? In other words, lights will be the priority, bathrooms are expensive, so they may be further down if the grant money's shorter.
So Councilman Crane, I would say that that's really a decision to be made by the council. We'll proceed at the direction you guys give us. I do think that lights will have the biggest impact, especially as far as Lodgers Tax is concerned, because it'll allow us to have bigger tournaments, which will put more heads in beds. And, you know, like right now, we're paying for porta potties to be out there, and it will suffice, but it doesn't lend itself to the same thing as a permanent bathroom. And again, concessions, I think we're missing out on a potential revenue source by not having concessions at these events. So I think that kind of would be the priority. The parking lot is also a big priority, because if the weather's not good, the parking lot's not good.
So in addition to any grants, are we also authorized to spend some Lodgers Tax on this?
So we could spend Lodgers Tax on this, but we also have about $600,000 in sports and recs fees that have been accrued over time that are not needed to pay debt service. So we have about $600,000 sports and recs fees. we can
And this
spend.
is it fees, clarify that, that's that additional tax, Lodgers tax.
Yeah, it's the fee in addition to Lodgers Tax that Lodgers pay.
The 2%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it goes towards paying debt service, which is, I think we have about 3 years left on the debt service for Allen Fields. And then that money can also be spent on improvements for Allen Fields.
As well as Lodgers tax, yeah.
And Lodgers Tax can be spent as well.
Okay.
And those are all things that before we get down that road, they'll all be brought to the council, and those will be council decisions, ultimately, but we need to get the engineering work done.
Right, okay,
That's the
so,
first
yeah, and I think that tax, as you just said, it sunsets in 2 to 3 years from now.
It does. When the debt service is fulfilled, it technically will sunset then.
Right.
We will have the ability to continue that tax if you so choose, indefinitely, even though we don't have debt service.
We wouldn't have to go back to the voters? Because that was a voter-approved tax.
It was originally, I'd have to look at the language.
Okay,
But if y'all wanna go back to the voters, we'd do that, so, but I think the language states that it can be
Alright,
extended,
well,
there are extension
that's a-
clauses in there.
A later decision.
It's a later decision, but it is something we'll dig into. But again, the engineering work's gonna allow us to figure out the cost of these projects and the scopes and apply for grants, and then what we don't have in grants, we'll use available funds. And if we need more money, then we'll have to look at the other thing about extending that.
I'm certain there's a longer list of things we want than we have money for out of Allen Fields, but what size line are we talking about for water and sewer out there? Has that been
It'd be a
discussed?
standard 6-inch line coming from, Camino Grande, and I don't know the size of the sewer line out there.
It would be, 6 would suffice, but it would more than likely be 8. Not much difference in cost.
We haven't figured out how many bathrooms are our long-term goal out there for water and sewer services yet, I don't think, have we?
Right, and because there are ADA compliance issues we have to have and so on, and,
Right.
you know, there's different options in the bathrooms, like, you know, I mean, another option would be to just put a tank out there, a holding tank, and then have it pumped every so often. I might save us a little bit of money on taking a sewer line out there, but my guess is we'll wanna go ahead and pay the extra money and put a sewer line and have a fully functioning bathroom.
Go back to Mayor Pro Tem's question, the 92,000, I understand that's what's proposed from Tappan, Mahoney.
Uh-huh.
Is that, do we anticipate paying that out of the Sports and Rec?
Sports
pot
and
of
Rec.
money, that money would pay Tappan for
Yes,
this
sir.
project,
That'll come out of the Sports and Rec, it won't come out of, lodger's tax
or general fund? Yeah.
or general fund, it's gonna come out of Sports and Rec fees.
Any further discussion?
I make a motion to approve task order 2024-04 Allen Fields.
I'll second.
Roll call vote on item C. Mayor Pro Tem Howell,
Aye.
Counselor Crane,
Aye.
Counselor Weeks,
Aye.
Counselor Humbert.
Aye.
Pass.
Well, with that, that concludes this meeting is adjourned.
Recording stopped.
Thank you all for coming in.
Record 12 minutes.
Here's one for you. I talked to Ryan this morning. I haven't fully reviewed his email he sent me last week, but he sent me the floor plans for Champion's most popular 3-2 monster. So I've got the perimeter, so I'm showing you that. Or much more than 2 bedrooms.
I'm thinking almost,
Yeah? Oh, thank you.
You gotta say this next one.
It's a good question. One thing he suggested, I agree with if we were gonna go, but we're basically looking to get the 2 bedrooms, rents down. Maybe we basically, those are. We actually could have.
I was told by Patrick that John
well,
said.
I thought about
Yeah, I sent it to
2
you.
bedrooms, not makes sense for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
A small family,
I
2
think
bedrooms.
I have lots of,
If there's a
most of
difference
it, I
in
think,
price.
that.
But I wonder if we should look at the small ones.
Oh, okay.
For that
So-
person for that couple.
Well, yeah, he's really
single
super
person that
busy.
just wants-
I told him this was.
So I sent him the link
So all we
to
need
out of the RV
is
resort.
Shane,
He said that the
he owns
transfer
it.
station for $10 a
So
month.
what he'll have to do is, what, tell him what you want.
So,
He'll give you
he said we could get you one of those, but the
And then
400
Shane
square
will have
foot
to
probably
enter
rent for
it
$800, which is,
That's good though,
it's cheaper, yes, but
That's a one person, they
it
don't
is.
have to have a roommate.
Correct.
I think
Correct.
right now.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Could you,
And then,
turn off the.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll stay here and turn it on.
Okay. Yep. I don't have a key in and out of the building, so I'm happy to lock up. Not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
Appreciate that.
The question is on the
That's it.
grant. Well, how do you apply for it?
I can make that as a goal, yeah.
Yeah, that built right or whatever it was.
I'm interested in that.
That's what I think.
I haven't looked at the.
Yeah. Did you get on their website?
I wanna just dig
Yeah, I think we
into
need
it,
to-
and I like it.
Yeah, but I was
BJ.
kind
But I thought that, I wanna look at any and everything.
Oh,
Frankly, that's
but they
the
had a
first thing I
grant.
ever saw.
That's a good
Right.
idea.
And logistically, it's not.
Not a bad option.
I thought you were in Egypt.
And I was
Not until
impressed,
Thursday,
Yeah.
even Thursday.
but, the more you look at this stuff, the better.
It's kind of, they're not that much different.
Okay, so that's what we need to do.
Google's a nice one.
I've been trying to.
Good.
And they've got basically records.
Yeah.
So we need to just look at it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, now you know that.
Oh, good, 15 minutes, good lord.
Keep that.
That didn't take long at all.
I'm just trying to.
Okay. Out the front, got
That's
it.
good.
We had more
What are the new
Okay.
roads they're
Front,
gonna do?
regular door.
Front one.
Okay.
Because Carl told me once he gets 6 or 8.
Well, yeah, take a look at their website. Their website is nice, but because it's a new thing in Roswell, I wonder how spooled up they are down there.
Well, that's just it, I could, like I said, I was just as impressed with Chambers' facility as I was their houses.
Yeah.
And I trust that,
And not.
Oh,
they tell you your house will be here in 6 weeks.
Yeah,
Right.
the only thing is, I think the path to the high school is a little different, because I think we went up
Go
to.
ahead, man.
Yeah.
Hit the roads.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
All right, how are you?
Hey, it's weather.
Can we make it certainly fall
It's actually turned the heat on.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking we might have a fire here in the next few days.
I was talking to him, it's like, oh, it's a fire day.
Well, it looks like,
Hi,
it looks like 2 or 3 days from now, it will be a fire day.
Are they saying soon?
Yeah, I think Saturday.
Someday I'm gonna have a skate park down there in that.
I would imagine, that's a good question for Kurt, but, he is all about it.
Did you find some something in Roswell, some of these buildings?
Yeah.
I mean, put down the base course, you can lay some down, put down the other stuff, right?
When I had that meeting with MFA last week, there's a new builder in Roswell. Well, it's not a new company. They're based out of South Carolina, but they opened a new production facility in Roswell. So we were looking at those too.
Thank you, ma'am. Closer to ready in the spring.
Good, that's exciting, so
Yeah.
we can get Mexico.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Alright, well. We should have everybody here. Well, not everybody, but I know that we should have enough people here. I don't know, my house is so cold today for some reason, and I just froze to death all day, freezing to death.
I know, I was telling Lori, we may light the stove the next couple of days, cause it's just colder and wet.
Kevin lit a fire and he bought this space heater. It's some kind of tube, it's not like a normal electric, you know,
Yeah.
with the element. It's some kind of different space heater from Angel's Attic, and that thing turns out the heat, and we put that in a bedroom, so. So, some kind of quartz tube, is that?
Yeah, quartz tubes, a different type of element. You also get some that are oil filled, where it heats and circulates the oil
Doesn't do
through.
that.
I haven't tried it, I'm afraid we don't have.
Yeah, they were.
So is the outside of the building, is that the final color, or is it gonna be?
I don't know, actually. That's a good question.
You would know.
But it's not, it's all enclosed.
I don't know if the condensers are,
Oh, okay.
power wise, but.
Oh, they've got.
You have the
Other HVACs.
Well, I
So
just
the
need to.
convection heaters, yeah, but
Hey, BJ,
really well.
there's a question. Is this the final exterior color?
Oh, okay, okay.
This is just.
For long, I was
60-year-old motor grader.
We picked it out, and then we had to go back to our records and figure out what we picked out.
Yeah.
I've already forgotten. This is,
And then the parking lot be done in the spring, or?
now, this contract is really looks good.
You're in the wrong business. You'd be doing government contracts.
My gosh.
Maybe we should talk to Chief.
It really is.
Yeah, that parking lot with the
I lost the window.
permanent.
Did you? Oh, you don't have a window over there now?
Here
one?
is
The
this.
north
These past one.
Oh.
And then here's this
We'll
one.
get it, we can get that anytime.
everybody coming?
They just thought it was
Well,
cool that
oh,
we had.
here, leave one for Meg there. And,
They enjoyed seeing the road.
well, she didn't have that copy. That's for her. And then Maya usually sits here.
Boring compared to what.
So I'm assuming she'll be here.
Or Matt,
Matt,
The whole thing
oh
is
yeah,
to show.
that's usually there, but.
that's true, one of them. And then this way for Josh, I hope comes. And, well, I don't know, did he say, I didn't
I
email.
didn't see
So
anybody,
Elizabeth had a question
didn't
for
see
you.
like there was a check.
Well, I hope they come,
Sections of
otherwise we.
Lakeview Park
Are we
Drive,
voting on it?
zip that.
No, we're just working, so I don't know if we have to have a quorum for working or not. You do? Okay, well, it wouldn't hurt much.
Well, I mean,
I told her that you're a fan of zipping.
Yeah.
any public meeting.
Because we're not voting on
These
it.
sections of
You're looking for somebody else.
Elizabeth?
Yeah?
The sections of Lakeview that he's doing don't have
He's out.
chip seal currently on them.
So it's the other side of Lakeview Park, the south side of Lakeview
I
Park.
get so confused over there.
Yeah,
There's a section on the south and on the
Yeah.
west, and
Okay.
on the north side.
okay.
Alright, see y'all. Try it.
All right, see you later.
So,
The base course will be a lot smoother than the chip seal.
Oh, yeah, yes, I 100% agree with that.
You see it?
Yeah. Yeah, we've been driving, you know, as a realtor, I drive up and down, and I had a lot to list on Pleasant Valley Overlook, so I've been up El Camino Real like 6 times in the last week. And it's getting to be really nice.
Yeah, if you're discussing business, you're gonna have a quorum.
Looks like your next few days are gonna cooperate.
Yeah.
I was thinking the
Are you gonna
same
be
way
able
you
to-
were,
Lay out in those,
you know,
in that wet,
decision
does it
making,
help
but
you
it's
if
just
it's wet?
business is
When
business.
we first
Okay.
started in the lower part, it was raining
Alright.
all day.
Yeah,
Perfect conditions.
you don't, the water truck is bad.
Well, we have not been able, as we got further up the mountain, we can't. keep
Expecting
up with
anybody
water.
on
Yeah.
So,
soon?
I
It's a
don't think
blessing.
so. I don't think
Yep.
anybody said they were joining soon, but we should just log in just in case.
Matt sometimes does if he gets,
Yeah.
cause he lives so far up the mountain.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Yeah, he's up at High Needle Overlook.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right, by Pleasant Valley Overlook.
So, if he is like, oops, I have a meeting in 5 minutes, you can't
You
make it
can't
down in
make it
5
down.
minutes.
No way.
Not safely.
Yeah. Oh, today was just wasn't in the mood to do anything today.
The weather,
Yeah, the weather and, you know, I don't know.
holiday.
Yeah,
Were you off Monday?
yeah, I mean, I'm off every day.
You're off every day. You're like my wife, she's
Yeah.
off every day.
Kind of would have, yeah, and then so I just have a few things left to do on my to-do list before we leave town, and they're not a very big deal, so. Yeah. But,
I'll start the meeting and then Jeff's gonna be so kind as to turn off the recording.
Oh, here's Matt texting me.
okay. Tell him it's fine for,
He's gonna join remotely.
okay, very good,
There we
that's
go.
fine. Well, he won't have a copy of this, I'll have to email it to him, let me email it to him. Okay. Let's see here.